Ryan Garcia in the biggest arena in Los Angeles, looking to make a big statement. You know, he campaigned most of his career at 135. Tonight, he's at 140, so he's gotten bigger. But has he gotten better? Is he good enough to beat this man, a former world champion who promises to expose Garcia's deficiencies tonight and derail Ryan Garcia's superstar career? Here we go. 12 rounds. Los Angeles, California. Garcia and Fortuna.
The last time we've seen Ryan Garcia versus an experienced southpaw, Garcia hit the deck, got up, and got the knockout. Can Fortuna start early and get the same success?
Yeah, talking to Joe Goosen this week, he said to prepare for another southpaw, he said they increased the number of sparring they did compared to their last fight, just to kind of retrain the brain to face a southpaw.
Garcia just couldn't unlock the combination to beat Emmanuel Tego, who was constantly running around the ring at the Alamo Dome in Garcia's last fight. Fortuna promises not to run. He'll stand right in front of him.
Now, Fortuna's not a runner. You know, he's a former champion with a lot of experience. And you can see by the way he's keeping that right hand up, that right guard up, that he wants to come forward and put the pressure on the young Garcia.
They've been working a lot on Garcia's timing in this camp. There's an expectation that at some point in these early rounds, Fortuna's going to leap in and expose himself. That's when they want Garcia to be ready to clip him with something big.
Sergio, we've talked about Fortuna perhaps not being in the best possible shape. When you know that as a fighter, do you perhaps save a little energy because you don't know quite what you have, or do you push hard early knowing that you might gas out?
Oh, you're a veteran. I mean, when you're dealing with veterans and former champions, yeah, you always want to go to the later rounds. You know, that's when you use your experience. That's when you bring all the tricks out. So that's what Javier Fortuna wants to do, but he's also a fast starter.
You see, Sergio, that lead right hand, Garcia almost throws that like a jab at times.
Now, Garcia throws that out just to sling that left hook going backwards. So he's baiting him in with that right hand just to step back and check him with that hook.
He's found a home for that right hand pretty early on.
Similar to Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya didn't have much of a right hand either, but he had a vicious left hand. Whether it was a hook, a 45-degree punch, an uppercut, that left hand was deadly. See right there? Garcia's not really looking or aiming to land that right hand. He's just gauging with that right hand to land that hook.
And you see maybe a little more confidence in that right hand from Ryan Garcia. That's the hand he had surgery on back in the fall of 2021. He said this week he's still, going into the last fight, he still had something of PTSD when it comes to using that right hand. Afraid that if he used it too much, he would re-injure it. Coming out of the Tego fight, he had a lot more confidence and was using it a lot more confidently in the training for this fight.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to find a right hand in this fight. The left hook's going to be hard to land against a tricky southpaw like Fortuna, so he's going to have to soften up with jabs and look for that right hand.
Got to be careful the first 3 rounds, but then after that, I'm letting the hands fly.
I want to see the jabs fly. Jab up, jab down, and look, that's what you do. That's how you set up that hook. You let Fortuna miss his punches, catch him off balance, and then check him with those slinging left hooks.
Nice counter jab from Fortuna. Snap the head back of Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, Fortuna, you know, he's a shorter fighter. He's made a career fighting taller, rangy punchers. So he wants Garcia to come in. He wants Garcia to get overconfident. And Fortuna, you know, he's been known to make it rough in there. Sometimes some say dirty, but hey, whatever it takes to win and get your opponent off his game plan.
How does Fortuna look in there to you right now, Sergio?
Well, I expected him to start off more aggressively and take more chances early. Right now, I think he's showing a little bit too much respect for the speed of Garcia.
Yeah, I think he looks tentative in there. A lot of that's to do with Ryan consistently landing that straight right hand down the middle.
And there's that check left hook, and that's...
Whoa, straight right hand connected for Garcia.
Yeah,
right on the shook.
The right hand shook Fortuna.
That's the punch they've been working on. Can Garcia get it done against a former champion who's not too far removed past his prime? Fortuna, 33 years old. Does have 41 professional fights, just 3 losses.
You know, Fortuna's had some hard luck in the past, you know, coming up short in the big fights, but he's also a fighter to look really good against. It's hard to look good against a style like Fortuna.
And if I'm Fortuna, I'm looking for that big sweeping left, the same shot that Luke Campbell hit Ryan Garcia with to put him down a year and a half ago. Garcia, still fast, still strong, but Sergio, still not a lot of head movement there, making him something of a stationary target.
Yeah, well, he doesn't really need it right now just yet. He is a taller fighter, and Fortuna hasn't broken the range. And he threw a good combination right now, Garcia did earlier, a 1-2-1, which is a smart combination to throw if you're the taller fighter. Instead of exchanging hooks with a shorter fighter, you throw another jab out there, a long, rangy jab.
So that's two in the piggy bank. You saw when he came out really hard. You saw it. That's right. Caught him at the end of the round too. So we got two in the bank right now. Let's just keep building on that. Just keep in mind, he's going to try to throw big shots and a big step.
I see it.
I know you do.
That's why I'm taking my time.
That's right. That's exactly right.
He only has power in his second, third. I'll start bringing him in.
You're going to have power all the way through. That's all I care about. Hey, if you that jab too much.
And here's that 1-2-1 I was talking about, guys. It's like 3 long spears coming at Fortuna's way. Long, fast jab, followed by the straight right hand. And here's the punch that Fortuna doesn't see coming. That jab right there. Normally, fighters expect a 1-2-3. Fortuna got a 1-2-1.
Nice to see Joe Goosen in his patented Canadian tuxedo, all denim head to toe. Round 3. Let's see if Garcia starts to let the hands go a little bit more. Fortuna, the same question. Will he let his hands go? We thought he'd start fast, Sergio, but I wouldn't describe what he's done in the first 2 rounds as starting fast.
I think Garcia checked him from starting fast. The speed's too much. The height, the reach, everything's on the younger, sharper Garcia right now. So Fortuna's going to have to actually take his time a little bit more.
We know Garcia can end the fight with 1 punch. He's done it several times.
Fortuna backed up Garcia right there with 2 jabs. I want to see more of that. Doubling and tripling up the jabs from the shorter fighter actually works sometimes. Jabbing the gut of a taller fighter is also a smart strategy.
Javier Fortuna had a pretty close fight against Jojo Diaz here on DAZN last year. Said he didn't push hard enough in that fight. Should not have let it go to the judges.
Beautiful 1-2-3. That's the combination that put down Tego in his last fight. Almost caught him with that same slinging left hook.
Well, where Fortuna has struggled at times in significant fights has been in these later rounds. He was put down by Jason Sosa in a 130-pound fight several years ago, and he just hasn't always looked as sharp when you get into deeper rounds of the fight. He told us this week he's aware of that, so you have to wonder, is he pacing himself, perhaps, Sergio, a little bit more in these early rounds?
Maybe, but that's not how you're going to beat a young, sharp fighter like this. You got to take chances. You can't give up these early rounds. And he's looking for that left hand from that southpaw stance, just like Luke Campbell got, but Luke Campbell's taller, you know, so this taller, longer reach, and that's the reason he was able to time Garcia. The shorter man doesn't have that luxury. when you're the shorter fighter, you want to move your upper body. You want to make it really tough target to land anything. You got to get on the inside. You got to rough up Ryan Garcia. Aim at the body, the elbows, the biceps, everything but the head.
10 segundos, para la campana. Escucha la campana.
¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo se siente, campeón?
How do you feel,
¿Estamos
champ?
bien?
Doing
¿Lo
well.
estás viendo bien, ¿verdad que sí?
You're doing
¿Ya?
well, right?
¿Cómo está ese aire?
Get some air.
Enjuágate la boca, papá. No te la tragues.
Rinse your
enjuágatela.
mouth. Don't drink it.
Eso es perfecto.
Perfect.
Ahí, déjeme el cubito ahí. Papito, esa recta la vamos a contraatacar. Tiene que verla.
We got to counter
Bien.
that straight right.
La está viendo bien ahora, ¿verdad que sí?
You're seeing it well
Bien.
now, right?
Tercer round.
Third
Vamos
round.
al cuarto ahora.
We're going to the fourth now.
Seguimos
Intelligently.
inteligente. Vamos a esperar, acuérdate.
We're gonna
lo que
wait,
trabajamos.
remember.
Vamos esperando,
Remember what we
tranquilo.
work.
¿Ok? Que ya mismo vamos nosotros, tranquilo. Agua.
Get some water.
No. Vamos. No me descuide. No me descuide.
Round 4 scheduled 4-12. Oscar De La Hoya said when he signed Garcia at the age of 18, he was 6-0 at the time, that Golden Boy, it was Golden Boy's most significant signing since Canelo Alvarez. And you look around this arena and so many people here, and you know what? Oscar was right.
No, he pulls the crowd, and you know, there's electricity in the air. Like they're just waiting for something big to happen.
See him keeping that right hand up high, which he needs to do. Garcia looks so much bigger in there than Fortuna.
Yeah, even though Fortuna rehydrated to higher weight, it's Garcia that could distribute that weight a lot better. It looks better on his frame. Wide shoulders, tall. His body can carry that extra weight.
Ooh, that one got around the gloves.
Yeah, Garcia's starting to turn it into a hook now, realizing the straight punches aren't landing effectively on Fortuna.
Top of your box punches. Landed through 3. Garcia 33, Fortuna 14. As Garcia's starting to press forward. He said he was going to start pushing the tempo in the 4th round, and a body shot sends Fortuna down.
That was a body shot just like we saw knock Luke Campbell out.
Exact same punch. Faked it upstairs, feinted like it was going to be a left hook, detoured it to the ribs.
Why is the referee doing this?
The mouthpiece came out of Fortuna. They take it out. This is what they do. They wash it off and they put it back in.
That's what veterans do.
But it was
Spit
done
out
on purpose.
Veterans spit out the mouthpiece on purpose to buy time.
Hey, nobody knows about that move more than Joe Goosen does. As Diego Morales pulled that many years ago.
Well, Fortuna bought a few seconds, but will that be enough to avoid what is now a surging Ryan Garcia?
That was a terrific body shot from Ryan Garcia.
It seems like that's going to be Garcia's MO now. Not just that slinging left hook upstairs, but taking it downstairs to the ribs.
Now Fortuna trying to go Roy Jones on him here, keeping the hands down by his waist.
Now he's protecting them ribs is what he's doing. I asked Fortuna, if it comes down to it, would you apply dirty tactics? Would you do what it takes to win and rough up Garcia? He says absolutely.
Fortuna doing a lot of posturing, but not a lot of punching.
That's what speed does. It intimidates.
I think Sergio's right, too. I think keeping your hands down like that makes Garcia more likely to go upstairs than downstairs. He doesn't want any part of another shot downstairs.
There was another one.
You can see Garcia's
Binding good with that left. Oh, and then a nice combination again as Fortuna's backing up quick. Great round for King Rob. The Let's go upstairs, and Adi has a special guest.
Yeah, a very, very special guest. The undisputed champ, Devin Haney's in the building. Devin, what have you made of the performance so far from Ryan Garcia?
So far, you know, he's doing what he's supposed to do. Last round, he hit him with a good body shot, but I need to see more.
Need to see more? Are you surprised Javier Fortuna is still there? That body shot looked like it really hurt.
Yeah, I thought that Fortuna was a little bit over the edge. I thought that Ryan would get him out earlier, but Fortuna is a crafty opponent, and he's showing it.
It looks like it could be you versus Kambosos next again. If it wasn't that, would you want Ryan Garcia next?
Of course, I want to fight the best fighters in the world. It's not necessarily Kambosos next. We're weighing out our options. It could be Kambosos, but you know, we just got to see.
Looking stylish, champ. Looking stylish indeed. Back to you guys downstairs.
Boy, Devin really didn't want to say anything nice about Ryan, did he, Chris?
Like, they're rivals, and they have been rivals for a long time, fought multiple times in the amateur ranks. I just want to see them fight one time in the pros.
Oh, there's that check hook again. If Fortuna's going to get aggressive, he's going to have to take chances, but he's going to put himself at risk for those slinging punches.
Boy, Garcia being very patient.
Smart. I like that.
Well, he knows that Fortuna can bang.
And I love the fact that Garcia's not falling off balance when he misses that right hand. He comes up short with it, but his foundation's still there.
Doing a really nice job staying dedicated to those body shots. It's really easy to kind of reflexively go back upstairs, but every time that guard goes high on Javier Fortuna, Ryan Garcia goes low underneath that elbow.
He's poking that right hand out there just to bait Fortuna to bounce in. Fortuna hasn't fell for it just yet.
You know, when you talk about guys comfortable fighting southpaws.
Oh, he got him again! And this time, he gets up quicker, but that one really knocked the wind out of him.
And Fortuna fell for the bait. He fell for that right hand, got caught with that check hook.
You could see the expression on Fortuna's face when he caught that left hook. Big wince from Fortuna.
The end is near, guys. I don't like the look in Fortuna's eyes.
Let's see if Fortuna decides to go out on a shield. Garcia promised an electrifying performance. He's on track for that. Already has 2 knockdowns, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th.
With as much pressure that he's applying, it's hard not to see that he's not going to get this stoppage.
Oh, Ryan stumbling backwards, may have been off balance.
Yeah, Fortuna caught him glancing with a looping left hand. Ryan was off balance there too.
Look for Garcia to aim for that body again. He's already threw 2 check hooks upstairs. Fortuna blocked him, but the elbows are coming up.
Mentioned Ryan's comfortability, or comfort rather, of fighting southpaws. As he was growing up, his main sparring partner, his brother Sean, who is a southpaw. They spent a lot of rounds sparring together.
And now Fortuna is backtracking, trying to buy some time. Needs to get to that corner, find some energy.
¿Dónde te cacho, papi? Arriba. ¿Cómo te sientes? Me vas a escuchar tú a mí ahora.
You're gonna listen to me, okay?
Ahora tú me vas a escuchar a mí.
You're gonna listen to me.
Escúchame. ¿Tú puedes trabajar o no puedes trabajar?
Can you work or can you not
Dime
work?
sí o no.
Tell me yes or no.
¿Ah?
Huh?
¿Puedes trabajar o no puedes trabajar?
Can you work or not?
Sí. Te voy a decir algo. Yo no estoy aquí para verte coger golpe aquí, puñeta. ¿Ok? No estoy para eso. ¿Ok? O trabajamos o yo pago la pelea ahora mismo. Pero no quiero que cojas más golpe así. ¿Está bien?
Si me voy cogiendo más para.
Tú sabes que lo voy a hacer y no te puedes encojonar. Escúchame. Cuando tú le metes presión,
Sergio, that's the kind of shot we see right there from Ryan that makes you wonder if he broke something in the face. The reaction of Javier Fortuna when he got clipped with that shot.
It looked like he went down with a body shot, but indeed it was a left hand right to the orbital.
And you heard the corner of Javier Fortuna ask him multiple times, can you work? Can you work? Took him, I think, the 3rd time to respond in the affirmative.
And there are probably some people who maybe aren't that familiar with Ryan Garcia or boxing in general who are like, what? Ryan Garcia should be beating this guy. Look how much taller he is. But guess what? People want to throw, and he caught him with a left hook again. And Javier Fortuna may not want to absorb any more punishment here tonight. Out comes the mouthpiece.
No mas. No mas.
Ryan Garcia, a dominant performance over a former champion in Los Angeles. How do you like it?
You wanted a definitive win. You wanted a statement win. You got one from Ryan Garcia. He is back.
That left hand is like a slingshot. A slingshot upstairs, dangerous downstairs. If you're an opponent of Ryan Garcia, you gotta watch out. Where is it gonna come from? Is that lightning gonna hit you in the temple, or is it gonna hit you in the ribs?
My point I was going to make is that some people may think I should, of course, blast out Fortuna, who's 5'6.5". Well, guess what? Tank Davis is shorter than Fortuna.
And listen, Ryan Garcia makes it obvious. He wants the big bad wolf, or no more crying wolf. You want Tank Davis? Call out Tank Davis. Make it happen.
Well, he certainly made it happen tonight, Fortuna. Well, Garcia made Fortuna look like a very average fighter when we know full well Fortuna is nowhere near average. Former champion.
Javier Fortuna, no one has done this to him. I mean, he's gotten stopped one time in a fight that he was winning in the 11th round. Ryan Garcia just ended him. Fortuna couldn't find nothing, no success. And this is a cagey, wily veteran that he shut down. Very impressive.
Fortuna himself said, I'm the best fighter Ryan Garcia has ever faced. Well, guess what? Garcia just did this to that fighter.
1, 2, 3, and it was a slinging left hook. Just beautiful. It's like a mousetrap. Boom. You come near me, it's snapping. Right on the temple. And when that mouthpiece gets spit out, that means you want no more.
I wonder if Fortuna thinks Ryan Garcia is overrated now.
No way. That's respect. That hug right there, when whatever he's telling him in his ear, it's all respect.
So win number 23 for Ryan Garcia as he picks up his 19th knockout. And Sergio, let's be honest, he made it look so easy.
Hey, that's what you got to do when you have that much talent, man. I mean, you're that much talent. This is a reason so many people are excited about him. This is a reason he fills out arenas. This is the stadiums and arenas. This is the reason we're here. Ryan Garcia is a big deal.
Let's go into the ring now as Joe Martinez makes it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 27 seconds of round number 6. Referee Jerry Cantu reaches a count of 10 for your winner. By way of knockout here, still undefeated, King Ryan Garcia!
A serious young fighter with an unblemished record.
Ortiz Jr.
I want to see Ortiz continue his destructive ways.
Knockout number 18. Win number 18.
He has everything going from the power, the discipline, the destruction.
And he can be a multi-division champion.
The problem Jason.
And he's going to cause major problems for Ortiz.
And he's a very difficult opponent. On March 19th is Power versus the Club.
Here the kid comes. Oh, the left hand drops him. One of boxing's hottest prospects. Still undefeated.
That's where we will see you on August 6th. But right now, let's go into the ring and Chris Mannix.
Ryan, congratulations. Your promoter here, Bernard Hopkins, said to me just moments before, there are wins and there are statements, and you just made a statement. Do you believe you did that tonight?
First, before I want to say anything, I want to look up above and thank God, my Father in heaven, for all the wisdom he gives me. I want to thank the King of Kings, Jesus Christ. I also want to say, the one thing I want to encourage everybody in this arena is to try to fulfill what God has in store for your life, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Do you think you made a statement in this ring tonight?
I'm going to leave that up to the people. I know that I performed well for myself, and I know that I was crisp, I was sharp, and I stayed in my truth. I didn't do any crazy. I know how good of a fighter I am. I just had to put it all together, and you've seen that come together today.
It's your second fight in about 3 months. How different did you feel in the ring tonight compared to how you felt against Emmanuel Tego?
I mean, the fight speaks for itself. I don't need to say anything. You've seen how I fought.
You expected Javier Fortuna to be dangerous early on. Did it surprise you he wasn't more aggressive in those early rounds?
No, he hit hard. He has a hard fist. I told you when I face harder punchers, I box better.
This fight changed in the 4th round of this fight as Fortuna comes over here to your side. Walk me through that first knockdown where you hit Javier with a body shot that looked eerily similar to the shot we see you hit Luke Campbell with just a year and a half ago.
Oh, yeah. I caught him. He thought the hook was going up top, and I caught him to the body.
Then you pick up in the 5th round after you go up upstairs again, catching him with a left hook.
Yeah. I seen that he kept on trying to throw the Luke Campbell shot, and I feel like everybody's going to try to do that to me, so I was aware.
And then we move on to the next and final knockdown of this fight. Put him down with that left hand. Did you know you have him out of here then?
I mean, I hit hard, you know what I mean? So it doesn't take a lot to hurt somebody.
You have said that this fight felt like a career restart for you. You were supposed to face Fortuna last year. You had to step aside. You dealt with an injury as well. Did it feel like a restart to you in the ring?
It felt like a statement to come back to the timeline where I was at. And you see what happens when people try to tell you what to do. They told me, you know, I was some guy that didn't care about boxing, and I'm some guy that makes up mental health. Mental health is a time to reflect on yourself and get better for the future. That's not weakness, that's strength, that's courage. And you seen today, when I stepped in the ring, I showed nothing but courage and skills to take all the hate and negativity that I take every day, and I put it out in the ring as a positive. I got love for Javier Fortuna. I got love for everybody. I'm not even mad at the people that say bad things about them. I just want to pray for them. That's it.
You came into this fight, Ryan. You were a full-fledged 140-pounder for this fight. What kind of difference did that make?
100%. You know, I felt way better. I'm not going back down to 135 for nothing, but I will fight Tank next. If Tank wants that at 140, hey, I'm gonna record all the negotiations so you guys don't make no headlines saying I'm ducking. If he want it, let's get it.
Why is that fight against Tank Davis so important to you?
Because that's gonna give me the respect I deserve, and I'm never afraid. I'm trying to tell you that I have a spirit of competition in me, and you're gonna see that come out when I fight Tank and whoop his ass.
What would you say to the people, Ryan, that say, look, different networks, different promoters, no way a fight with Tank Davis can get done?
Where there's a will, there's a way.